The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your existence is active rebellion. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow, just walk beside me and be my friend. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your existence is active rebellion. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow, just walk beside me and be my friend. Autumn is the second spring, every leaf is a flower. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your existence is active rebellion. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow, just walk beside me and be my friend. Autumn is the second spring, every leaf is a flower. You will never be happy if you continue to search for happiness consists of you will never live it. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your existence is active rebellion. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow, just walk beside me and be my friend. Autumn is the second spring, every leaf is a flower. You will never be happy if you continue to search for happiness consists of you will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. There is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is taking one's life. Man must live and create. Live to the point of tears. You know what charm is. A way of getting the answer yes without asking any clear question. Freedom is nothing but a chance to be better. But nobody realizes some expand way of thinking to be normal. Tremendous energy, nearly all justification. I would like to be able to breathe, but to be able to love her by the memory of only fidelity. My heart aches. I love her continuously, intensely. Some people learn to talk lectures while other people sleep. I would be able to breathe more, able to be a memory, fidelity. My heart aches, love you. Mother used to say, however miserable one is, there always something to be thankful for. And each morning, when the sky bright and the light began to flood my cell, I agreed with the only serious question in life is whether to know the man 20 years of life to be scatterbrained, the woman sacrificing everything to her. Friendships is work, very respect. The goal of life, who one to recognize that one never loved. He had been bored like most people. All made of himself in one cloth with full of complications. In the drama, something must happen that explains most human commitments. Something must happen, even the loveless slavery, even war or death. It's not the paintings and I like. It was previously a question of finding out whether or not life had to have a meaning to be. It now becomes clear on the contrary, but lived all the better, it has no meaning. How unbearable for the woman this is tenderness which man can give this without love. For man, how bittersweet this is. Thinking it over for years, we love each other. We didn't need words to make ourselves understood, but people don't love that way. The time came when I should have found the words to keep her, but with me, only I couldn't. And I fired 4 more times, with life was solid, the bullet sank, and without leaving a mark, and it was like the giving of the sharp knocks for the doors of unhappiness. And I wasn't easy in everything to be sure, but at the same time satisfied with the nothing, and each joy made me decide another. Went to occasion, I dance for the night on end, and no matter people in life, and at times late for those nights of intoxication, wild enthusiasm. Everyone's violent, restraint, captured, raptured. It wouldn't seem me to be the breaking point of fatigue or seconds flash and understood the secret. Forward renewed, the favors, station, stopped, lights out, tired. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your existence is active rebellion. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead, don't. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your. The only way to deal with an unfree. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your existence is active rebellion. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow, just walk beside me and be my friend. Autumn is the second spring, every leaf is a flower. You will never be happy if you continue to search for happiness consists of you will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. There is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is taking one's life, man. So steadily, fired 4 more times, the lifeless body with the bullets sank in without making a mark, but it was like a fool. Knocks at the door of happiness, people's at ease and everything to be sure, but at the same time satisfied nothing. Each joy made me desire another for the festivity. The occasion I dance for the nights begin. Never matter how the people in life and the times late, and those intoxication, wild enthusiasm, everyone's wild and unrestrained. Feeling like a tired, overwhelmed rapture that seemed to be. Break a point of 15 for seconds flash that I could be sent a secret. I ran on, like always he favors never, without knowing where to stop until the day, until the evening weather, when the music stopped and the lights went out. We don't have time completely to be ourselves, but the room to be happy. Despite men's suffering, despite blood in the wrath, and despite dead who can never be replaced, just wounds and wild bullets we bust, utter not words of regret, but words of the hope, dreadful hope. Men isolated with the fate and the spite, violence we tried to preserve in our hearts in the memory of the happy sea of a remembered hill, smile of a beloved face. Come at last to the death and the attitude we have towards it. On this point, everything has been said, and it's only proper to avoid the chaos. Yet one would never be sufficiently surprised enough to everyone's life if they only knew this is because in no reality there is no experience without the properly speaking. Nothing has been experienced without being lived with the conscious. Here it is barely possible to speak of the experience in others. Substitute an illusion. This never quite convinces. Melancholy convention cannot be persuasive. For all those landscapes, those flowers with the coat fields, oldest with the land show you spring there. Things you cannot choke in blood. You never believed in the meaning of the world, but you could therefore idea everything was equivalent to the good and evil be defined according to one's wishes. You suppose in that absence of the human or divine code, only the values of those, animal world and the world, violence and concluded the man was natural. This soul could be killed in matters of history, so in the pursuit of the individual and adventure, power, his own morality, the realism of conquest, and for the 5 years no longer possible to enjoy the call of birds and the cool of the evening. We were forced to despair. We were cut from the world, because to each one we clung for the whole mass of the mortal images. 5 years the earth has never seen a single moment without death, agonies a single evening without prisons and noon, without slaughter. Integrity will leave you sometimes to the midnight in the great silence of the sleep-bound town. Doctor turned on the radio before going to bed for the hours of allowing himself for the ends of earth across thousands of miles away. Well, you see, kindly well-meaning speakers tried to voice their fellow feeling. Indeed, at the same time proved the utter suffering you cannot see. No one can hope for the man who had fought in silence for years. Now fighting all day long in the den of bombs, cracked with the guns, agreed to return to force and surrender, injustice and unsunk sands. You expect these men would never again do it. And again except doing for the best spirits did for loving their country, silent, despising leaders, a city deprived of everything, light, devoid of heat, starved and still not crushed. Yes, reasons are overwhelming that there is big hope, deep as revolt, reasons for the future for the country as other tried so long to gloomy, rumination, past, people in the arm tonight, because they hope for justice tomorrow. Worthwhile, vaguely sense that insurrection threatens anything the war will continue to stand if all took place otherwise. Simple times, objections, dialogue, substitute for the truth we say. Discuss it as much as you want and we are interested. But in 2 years, we'll show who's alright. Look, we police, friendship, knowledge required by the free man. There is no freedom without intelligence for the mutual understanding.
nigga. Let's write down 1 plus 1 equals 3. Y'all laughing, that's real topic. 1 plus 1 equals 3. You understand me? 1 plus 1 always equals 3. The space between you and I is weight and volume, so you must count. 1 plus 1 equals 1 also. Utilize that plus. 1 plus 1 equals 1. Man and woman become what? 1. Never. How many motherfucking balls you got? You got 2 balls in the dick, you got 2 organs in the clit. Again, 3 to make 1 sexual organ. And you count from each side of your hands, you're gonna get to fuck you. Freedom. You know what I'm saying? We live in a
so steadily.
So steadily. Not the second. Ain't nobody laying down on a piece of paper looking at each other.
So steadily.
There's only 3 major
4 more times.
Air, land, which is your flesh, and water, which is your blood.
So steadily.
You walking on the
4 more times. The lifeless body, but the bullets will sink in without leaving a mark, but it was the
ashes to ashes, dust to
knocks
dust.
at
Your
the door
man
and
get
happiness.
food
It was that
ass
easy,
right back
everything
to
to be
work.
sure, but at the same time satisfied nothing. Each joy made me desire another for the festivity. On occasion I dance for the nights at the end. I've been mad about the people in life and the times late, and those intoxications, wild enthusiasm, everyone's violent unstrength. So steadily. 4 more times. So steadily. 4 more times. The lifeless body, but the bullets will sink in without leaving a mark, but it was like a bullet. Knocks at the door of unhappiness. It was that easy, everything to be sure, but at the same time satisfied nothing. Each joy made me desire another for the festivity. On occasion I dance for the nights at the end. I've been mad about the people in life and the times late, and those intoxications, wild enthusiasm, everyone's violent unstrength. Fill me with the tired, overwhelmed rapture that would seem to be at the breaking point of fatigue for a second's flash that I can understand the secret. I would rush for. I ran on. Like always, heat favors never, without knowing where to stop until the day, into the evening weather when the music stopped and the lights went out. We don't have time completely to be ourselves, but the room to be happy. Despite men's suffering, despite blood and the wrath, and despite dead who can never be replaced, unjust wounds and wild bullets we must utter not words of regret, but words of the hope, dreadful hope. Men isolated with the fate and the spite. Violence we tried to preserve in our hearts in the memory of the happy sea of a remembered hill, smile of a beloved face. Come at last to the death and the attitude we have towards it. On this point, everything has been said, and it's only proper to avoid the chaos. Yet one would never be sufficiently surprised enough to everyone's life if they only knew this is because in no reality there is no experience without the properly speaking of nothing has been experienced without being lived with the conscious. Here it is barely possible to speak of the experience in others. Substitute an illusion. This never quite convinces. Melancholy convention cannot be persuasive.